Let's explore conditional statements in C++. Conditional statements are a fundamental part of programming that allows us to control the flow of execution based on certain conditions. We'll see how to use if, and else to make decisions in your code. First, let's discuss the if statement. The if statement is the simplest form of conditional statement. It allows you to execute a block of code only if a specified condition is true. Here is the basic syntax of the if statement. If followed by a condition enclosed in parentheses, and then the code block to be executed enclosed in curly braces. The program continues executing the lines after the if block, regardless of whether the condition was true or false. Let's look at an example. Here we declare an integer variable named age and assign it the value 18. The if statement checks if age is greater than or equal to 18. If this condition is true, the program prints "you can vote" to the console. After this if statement, the program prints "program continues," regardless of the age value. Now let's move on to the if-else statement. The if-else statement provides a way to execute one block of code if the condition is true and another block if the condition is false. The syntax is as follows. If followed by the condition in parentheses, then the code block for the true condition in curly braces, followed by else, and then the code block for the false condition in curly braces. It is important to remember that only one of the two blocks will be executed, never both. Here's an example. We declare an integer variable named temperature and assign it the value 15. The if statement checks if temperature is greater than 20. If it is, the program prints "it's warm outside." Otherwise, the else block is executed, and the program prints "it's cold outside." Next, we'll look at the else if statement. The else if statement allows you to check multiple conditions in sequence. The syntax involves an if statement followed by a condition. After that, we have an else if statement followed by another condition, and you can chain multiple else if statements. Finally, there is an optional else block for a default case. The first condition that evaluates to true will have its code block executed. If none of the if or else if conditions are true, the else block, if present, is executed. Here's an example. We declare an integer variable named score and assign it the value 85. The first if statement checks if score is greater than or equal to 90, and if so prints grade A. The else if statement checks if score is greater than or equal to 80, and if so prints grade B. Another else if statement checks if score is greater or equal to 70, and if so prints grade C. Finally, if none of the above conditions are true, the else block is executed, and the program prints grade F. Now let's discuss nested if statements. You can place if statements inside other if or else blocks to create more complex decision structures. This means you can have conditions within conditions. Here is the syntax. An if statement with an outer condition. Inside this if block, there is another if statement with an inner condition, along with its corresponding else block. Finally, there is an else block for the outer if statement. Be careful with nesting depth. Too many levels can make your code hard to read and maintain. Here's an example. We declare a Boolean variable named isWeekend and set it to true, and another Boolean variable named isRaining set to false. The outer if statement checks if it is the weekend. If it is, the inner if statement checks if it is raining. If it is raining, the program prints "stay home and read." Otherwise, the inner else block executes and prints "go to the park." If the outer if condition is false, the program executes the outer else block and prints "go to work." Let's learn about logical operators and conditions. Logical operators allow you to combine multiple conditions in a single if statement. There are three main logical operators. The AND operator, represented by two ampersands, returns true if both conditions are true. The OR operator, represented by two vertical bars, returns true if at least one condition is true. And the NOT operator, represented by an exclamation mark, inverts the result of a condition. For example, if a condition is true, not makes it false and vice versa. Here's an example using the AND operator. We declare an integer variable age and set it to 25, and a Boolean variable has license and set it to true. The if statement checks if age is greater than or equal to 18 and has license is true. If both conditions are true, the program prints can drive. Here's an example using the OR and NOT operators. We declare an integer variable temp and set it to 30, and a Boolean variable isWeekend and set it to false. The if statement checks if temp is greater than 25 or isWeekend is not true. If either condition is true, the program prints go swimming. Now let's discuss the ternary conditional operator. The ternary operator, written as a question mark followed by a colon, provides a concise way to write simple if-else statements in a single line. It is shorthand for a basic conditional assignment. The syntax is as follows: condition question mark, expression if true, colon and expression if false. First, the condition is evaluated. If the condition is true, the first expression before the colon is executed. If the condition is false, the second expression after the colon is executed. Here is an example of the standard if-else structure. If condition is true, result equals value A, else, result equals value B. The equivalent ternary operator assigns result the value of value A, if the condition is true, otherwise it assigns value B. Here's a code example. We declare an integer variable age and set it to 20. Using the if-else statement, we check if age is greater than or equal to 18. If so, status is assigned the string adult. Otherwise, it is assigned minor. The ternary operator achieves the same result in one line. The variable status is assigned adult if age is greater than or equal to 18. Otherwise, it is assigned minor. Let's talk about best practices for writing conditionals. Using clear, descriptive conditions is important. This makes your code easier to understand. Keep conditions simple. Complex conditions can be hard to read and debug. Use braces even for single-line blocks. This improves readability and prevents errors when modifying code. Avoid deep nesting of conditionals, as this can make code hard to follow. Avoid complex conditions without parentheses. Parentheses clarify the order of operations. And avoid redundant conditions, which can make your code less efficient and harder to understand. Here's an example of good practice. A Boolean variable is eligible, is assigned true if age is greater than or equal to 18 and has valid ID is true. Then we use the isEligible variable directly in the if statement. Here's an example of what to avoid. This code is hard to read due to the lack of braces and indentation. The else statement is misleading because it's not clear which if statement it belongs to. Let's summarize what we've learned. If statements execute code only when a condition is true. Else provides an alternative when the condition is false. Else if allows testing multiple conditions in sequence. The ternary operator provides a concise alternative for simple cases. Next topic: switch statements, another way to handle multiple conditions. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.